to be testing this out, and of course, hopefully you can hear me. Oh no, you're hearing something else here. Yeah, video unavailable. Forget that one then. Um, should be live now, and of course, hopefully, oh, it's just coming up. That's bloody weird. Yeah, it's better now. So, yeah, of course, hopefully you can hear me now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are starting the show yet again here, and I've just tested my microphone and it works now. So, welcome back to the touring with, of course, Nick C Extra. So yeah, I can hear you this time. I resetted the live and then came back. So I don't know what happened there. There was a fault with probably the app. So there's no reason why that was happening. But yeah, welcome back to the live here. Just an extra here. Then I'll go back on to the TikTok version. Haven't been on here for absolute ages. Hopefully I'll be back onto YouTube doing extras a bit more often here, and it's a little bit more different. The microphone is a little bit better, and resetting helps and works better. Absolutely right. Hopefully I'll do a live walk. Who actually would like me to do a live walk on the YouTube channel yet again? I'd probably need to do that. I know that I won't get any TikTok donations, but of course people can donate through PayPal, which is much easier, and it's direct as well, and it doesn't cost you any more than it does on TikTok. All you have to do is write in small letters nclaus@hotmail.co.uk, and it'll go directly to PayPal if you want to support the channel. So yeah, I'm going to read to you, of course, the word for today, and of course it's UCB, which stands for United Christian Broadcasters. And this book comes from spring 2026, February, March and April. And of course, Panda, you need to get another one. And of course, yeah, you need to get one of these here. For anyone that hasn't got a copy, here is one here, and it is free of charge, by the way, which of course you can get it sent to your address if you can't get it from anywhere else. We get it from our burger stall, our local one in town. And of course, yes, before I go forward and of course proceed with the Be Optimistic, which is coming up very shortly on the way, and it follows in just a moment here. And what I would like to do is, of course, talk to you about, of course, a latest bit of news here, localized news actually, regarding a stabbing that took place, of course, around about yesterday. I think it was around about 7 o'clock or so. I believe it was to do with, of course, drug related. I don't know, and I can't confirm to be absolutely sure. But of course, we only know as far as that is concerned, and the facts are concerned, that of course it was a stabbing, and the stabbing guy that got stabbed is on the run, according to police officials that, of course, are on the hunt for this guy. Don't approach this guy, but they do say that, of course, relatively community safe around the area that this has happened, which, of course, is Piper's Close. Okay, I actually said it wrong on my first edition live anyway, so it's great that I actually, of course, basically repeated this live anyway. So yeah, around about Chalkstone Way, of course, is where it happened, in a unique town of Haverhill, Suffolk. So yeah, of course, nobody should be tolerating any arguments whatsoever. We want to keep our streets safe, basically. So yeah, to push that aside, we'll talk about something a little bit more positive here. So Be Optimistic is the first subject of the day, and the sub-headline, by the way, is God saw everything he had made. And indeed, it was very good. I'm going to try and read it as slow as possible so you can all understand it. So, before the age of 2, Helen Keller lost her vision and her hearing. In an instant, her world went dark and silent. Then a godsend named Anne Sullivan broke through Helen's solitary confinement and touched her soul. Does anyone here know what solitary confinement actually means? I think I heard that from Tommy Robinson, but I don't quite know exactly what that means. But of course, just basically reading what it says here, and touched her soul. And as a result, Helen became the first deaf and blind person to earn a bachelor's degree. She also authored a dozen of books, including a manifesto on her philosophy of life. Yeah, a manifesto of her philosophy of life. And it was called Optimism. No pessimist ever discovered the secrets of the stars, and she wrote, or sailed to the secrets of the stars. She wrote, or sailed to the uncharted land. The last page of her book echoes the first page of the scripture. Optimism is the harmony of man's spirit and the Spirit of God pronouncing his good, works good. If God's Spirit is within you, optimism is the order of the day. Optimism isn't at odds with the reality all around us. It simply means we are anchored to another reality. The crucifixion, which is coming up soon actually for Easter, and resurrection of Jesus Christ. That is deeper and stronger than the reality we can perceive with our five senses. Helen Keller proved that with an optimistic spirit, even the most difficult of circumstances cannot define you. And even if you cannot change them, you can overcome them. She proved that as amazing as the human eye is. She proved that as amazing as the human eye is. There is something more amazing. The mind's eye that enables us to imagine the unthinkable and believe the impossible. It's why she said the only thing worse than being blind is having sight but no vision. Or as Paul put it, brothers and sisters, think about the things that are good and worthy of praise. In other words, be optimistic. So how cool is that? So yeah, hello to everyone here. Yeah, someone got stabbed in Haverhill at Piper's Way, which is near Chalkston Way in Haverhill in Suffolk. You forgot to put that bit there. And hello to TLB. Hello to new people coming in the chat. We are looking for new mods on the YouTube channel, which is why we are trying to get as many people tuning into our videos here on this channel here. So we're going to use, of course, Topic Show Extra as a Q&A kind of chat and a good community here. And by the way, there is a community hub in Haverhill at the Star Valley Stour, as in STOUR, community hall. I think it is a centre actually. It's kind of a hall as well. But like I say, of course, if anyone wants a warm space, there's music, books, crafts and arts, or arts and crafts, whatever way you put it, and of course a warm space to have a cup of tea and a drink and you know, a warm-hearted chat there. And it's usually from 12 to 3 p.m. each and every Tuesdays and Thursdays, so that'd be well worth going along to. And where is it? Of course, it's in Haverhill, and it's next to the bus station. If you can find the bus station, of course, Panda, who is the moderator in the chat. I can see your blue badge there as a moderator. I'm hoping that one day, of course, we can have super badges. You know, so the more people that tune into us, the more we can get some fantastic views and keep spreading the word here, like you do on TikTok. For anyone that's not familiar with TikTok, then of course they have a sharing policy, which means of course they can share it to other people and all that kind of thing, and hope that we can do that with you lot out there. So anyway, of course, it's time now for the next one here. Before I finish here, because I'm slightly on the late side, I'm switching over to, of course, Topic Show on the other side. I'm not sure what episode it is, but I'm sure that some of you here might actually tune into that later on. I know the Essex boys will be interested in listening in, but of course we are taking guests, but of course they have to be pre-booked guests so that we don't have too many people coming in as guests. And of course, Panda says hi all. Hello there. We all know what that stands for. Just exercises here. So yeah, be an optimistic person, as in an optimist too, which is optimistic. Okay, be an optimist number 2. In this world, you will have trouble, but be brave. I have defeated the world. That's the subheadline, and let's go with the other bit. Whatever the circumstances you find yourself in, they don't have to define you or defeat you. Even if you cannot change them, you can overcome them. George Bernard Shaw wrote this: people are always blaming their circumstances for what they are. I don't believe in circumstances. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want. And if they can't find them, make them. When it comes to faith, which is belief, that's what it means, okay, we rely far too much on circumstance, as in circumstantial evidence. Doubt is letting our circumstances dictate how we feel, in other words, control how we feel and what we believe. When we let our circumstances let between us and God, it creates a smokescreen of doubt. And faith, as in belief again, is putting the promises of God between you and your circumstances. It doesn't mean you deny reality. It simply means you're in touch with a greater reality, one more real than you can touch or taste or see or hear, feel or smell. Jesus was a realist. In this world you will have trouble, but he was also an optimist. Sorry. Take heart, I have overcome the world. Our optimism is anchored to the empty tomb. If Jesus walked out of the tomb, and he did, you don't have a problem that he cannot solve. And you need to start living as though you believe that is true. There are 7 promises in the book of Revelation that began with the same phrase, to him who overcomes. And it reminds us of the true identity as overcomers. We aren't just conquerors, we are more than conquerors, if that makes sense at all. Okay, of course, I will be heading over to the TikTok very, very soon. So, yeah, of course, just to wrap that up, of course, I had an exciting day today, going to Greg's and meeting some friends and seeing some people that I've met before. So, a massive mention to Jeff, who I spoke to earlier today, and we had some coffees and all that kind of thing, and it was quite actually a chilling moment. And you know what? Of course, I went into Iceland. For £1, you can actually buy this Chinese rice and peas and all that kind of thing. I sprinkled it with rapeseed oil, and it was just brilliant. It was really tasty, and it got that sort of nice taste to it, and sprinkled a little bit of mozzarella cheese on it, and it really went down as a treat. Yeah, how good is that? So thank you very much for the thumbs up here. It really means a lot. Apologies about the sound earlier, and of course, yes, we always try and entertain you as best as we are able to. So please do comment constructively, which means of course fairly, on our channel for our videos here. Have a look at the past ones that you may not have seen and share them to your friends out there. That's what we need here. Positivity for you lot out there. Of course, there's no Dan Wootton this week. There's only just been videos, so of course I'm able to go as far as I'm able to. So yeah, let's hope I don't have any sound issues with TikTok as we switch over to that very, very soon. I am slightly on the delayed side here because, we had to reset again, and of course we had to go back to our channel for the second time. We do apologise about that. Please do come back to us if we do come off air and you cannot hear a word of what we're saying. It might be at a fault with the app, and of course you have to reset yourself and start again. Unfortunately, I haven't got a background, of course, and it doesn't really work very well. So, yeah, that is a bit of an unfortunate thing here. So it has been Nick C for the Topic Show Extra here, exclusive for those fans, only on the YouTube channel. So we go a little bit further of what we do on the TikTok channel. I know we mentioned TikTok a lot, but of course that's where people do support us. So more people that support us on this channel, the better. The more people that see us and spot us wherever possible. And hopefully one day we'll go and do a little bit of a live walk here. And yeah, it won't be like a portrait thing. It will be actually a widescreen version. So yeah, it's only because I'm doing a bit of presenting here. It's actually, of course, I'm doing a lot of favors. It's actually pushing it to a lot of people watching, which is fantastic. At least we've had 13 people. I haven't actually been on here, and already we've got about around about 13 or so people. Or we actually peaked on once at 34 people. That is staggering, and I'm quite happy with what we've got here. Of course, a lot of people here. Please do subscribe to us if you haven't already. There's a lot of people that watched our videos and not yet subscribed to us. And how did you spot us, by the way? Just by chance, or is it just going out there in the, of course, realm, or whatever you want to call it, in the mainstream? But we are not mainstream here. Serpo Thopa, are you watching from, of course, another part of the world? Let us know in the comments. Hey, brother. Okay. No, I'm not going to read out that. That's spamming here. Please do not spam the channel here. And use this as a Q&A here. So I'm going to shut off now because, of course, I've done the segments now from the UCB word for today. But come and join us if you're able to on the TikTok show, where we'll continue with a lengthier version of the Topic Show with Nick C. I'm not sure what episode it is. I'm going to have to change the wording of the show because I previously called it as a Beauty Sound, but that was yesterday. So, yeah, that's yesterday's show, but, of course, I'm going to have to change it to Topic Show. But the Topic Show Extra will be a half-an-hour based show, and, yeah, something like that. But, anyway, hope you all can actually support us then, and, yeah, keep every word light, please, otherwise you will get banned, okay? So, yeah, otherwise you will get timed out, so, yeah. I would have to, do something about that. So, yeah, yeah, just be careful with your language because we can't repeat it out on the air for obvious reasons. But thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Really means a lot. And spread the word about Touring with Nick C. Topic Show with Nick C Extra. And join us very shortly if you're able to on TikTok. And we'll promise, hopefully, to keep that positivity for you. Till next time, take care and cheerio and God bless.